Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because we're going to be doing indie makeup releases and just talking about all the new releases on the indie makeup market from the past week and whether I'm going to be purchasing them or not, or in some cases if I've already bought them. We'll talk about that in a moment. And I just absolutely love doing this every single week. So if you're interested in hearing more about new indie makeup releases, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This series is inspired by Aniel Kanikvis and Samantha March, so I will have both of their channels linked down below, as well as all the Instagram accounts that I use for this video. Also, if you're curious about my makeup look today, I do have a Patreon that is all tutorial specific content, and the tutorial for this look is over there. I try not to talk about it too much because I don't want to be pushy or make anyone feel pressured, but if you didn't know that was an option, I do always have the link to my Patreon in my description box. So now let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so the first new release we have to talk about today is from Juvia's Place, and I feel like Juvia's Place, they always drop things and you never even realize that it's coming. And I got an email for this collection and I am so weak, so I ordered it immediately. These are their new 3 mini palettes, and they are in addition to the 4 mini palettes that they already had. I am stuttering so much today. So I ended up grabbing the Mauves and the Sweet Pinks. I just thought that both of those were really, really pretty, right up my alley. I thought the Taupes was cute too, and I would have been more tempted to purchase it if it had come in a bundle, but I decided to just go ahead and grab the Mauves and the Pinks because I thought that would probably be what you guys want to see the most as well. So like I said, I purchased these and I just got an email from Juvia's Place that they're sending them over in PR, so I will end up talking about the Taupes as well and possibly doing a giveaway for the other 2 that I will have extra now. I just thought that these looked so pretty, and I really just love the size of their 6-pan palettes. They're just so cute and tiny. I will say that I feel like my package is lost. And the reason why is because it said that it shipped days and days and days ago, and it still has not been accepted at the shipping facility. Alright, so the next release is a collaboration, and this is between BK Beauty and Brit Clarke. I was super, super excited to see this. So Brit Clarke picked out, I think she called it her basics brush set or something like that, and I really love BK Beauty. I think if I didn't own the brushes, I would purchase this collaboration, but I do already own all the brushes in this set, and I do really, really love them. In fact, I have most of them in front of me. I have the little bronzer brush here, which is really, really nice. The foundation brush, the 101, I use literally every single day. I love that one. The eye brushes that are in here are really great as well, especially the pencil brush. I have 2 of those. One I bought myself, one I received in PR, and I use them pretty much every single day as well. And then there's also a fluffy blending brush and a tapered crease brush. So I am super excited for Brit. Huge congratulations to her, and I'm really glad that they're doing a brush set like this, because when I originally was buying BK Beauty brushes, they only had 2 sets, and they were like really large sets, and they were specifically like, one was all about detailed stuff and it was like a second release, and then the first one was the original release, and I felt like I had to go through and pick out each brush myself because the curated sets weren't exactly what I would personally go for. So looking at this set, if this had been available when I was first looking at BK Beauty, again, I think that this is really well, and it gives you a good taste for the brand overall. And then the next little sneak peek that we have here, I don't have that much to say about it, but this is from Oden's Eye, and they're showing blurry pictures. I feel like we're going to have a full reveal very soon, but I am really excited because it looks like there is going to be quite a lot of color in this next upcoming release. I see a lot of blues and greens, which I am very, very excited about, so I have my eye on them. And then next we have a new release from GlamLite, and well, first, this picture that I'm showing you here is the foodie box, and it actually already sold out. It's not available anymore, and it was a really, really great deal to get all of the products in this picture for $39, I believe it was, and then the lashes, you would just get one or the other pair. I thought I'd still mention this because, for one, GlamLite has said that they're going to be doing more foodie boxes in the future, all with different themes. This was the foodie box Mexico theme, which I thought was super cute, so I'm very excited to see what they do next. And I believe that the highlighter that was a new product, that is the Concha highlighter. Not sure if I'm saying that right. It looks like it's based off of a dessert that is humongous, and I really want to try it. I've never had one or seen one before. That one gave me an extra laugh because someone commented on Indie Makeup Spotlight something like laughs in Argentinian, and I had to go look, and the it goes from 0 to 100 when you look down that on SpanishDictionary.com. But anyways, I think that the highlight looks pretty, and I honestly was really tempted to purchase this box because there's a few new products. Both of the lip glosses look really pretty. I've never tried any lip products from GlamLite, but I didn't want to spend what was left of my makeup budget this month on this box, so I decided to go ahead and pass on it. And then next we have a sneak peek that I am very excited about, and I really want your guys' feedback on this one. This is a new blush palette, a 9-pan blush palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. Very excited to see this. And it is called the Arthurine blush palette. The artwork is super pretty with this bear. I think it looks so cute. And the thing, I told you. Why? Okay, the thing with this blush palette is that I typically don't go for huge palettes anymore with a bunch of different colors, and there'll probably be things that won't work perfectly for my skin tone, but I'm curious if it is a really pigmented formula, if it'll be something that I could end up using for the eyes as well. And anyways, I was kind of putting myself and my personal preference aside to ask you guys if you want to see a review on this. Of course, I was a little bit interested to purchase this just out of curiosity of what their blush formula is going to be like, and to see them branching into more face products is exciting, but I can do, you know, a full review and do face swatches of every single shade and really give you guys all of my thoughts on the palette and help you decide whether to purchase it or not. So if you would like me to do that, definitely let me know. If you're interested in like a full review on the blush palette, I can do that, no problem. It just, I want to get feedback if people are even interested in that kind of video. So please let me know. As for now, that one is a little bit undecided. I would say probably like 60% yes. Alright, next we have a new release from Midas Cosmetics, and this is their cake liner palettes. I actually think that these were available for pre-order for a while, but I don't think I ever really talked about them fully because they didn't show the actual palette, and I was just so curious to see what it would look like. And I have a video here. If they do a picture, I'll show that instead, or I'll throw on the video so you can kind of see what it looks like. But it looks like it's kind of like a plastic palette. And that's important because with cake liners, they're water activated, and I believe if you put water into metal, it'll rust or something like that. That's what I heard through the grapevine. So I think that these actually do look really cute, and I like the packaging so much more than having individual cake liners. I think it's just so much more user-friendly. I am getting this in PR, which is exciting because I'm curious to try these out and see how I like them. I think that if I wasn't getting them in PR, this is one of those releases I would not purchase myself because I just rarely ever wear liner. And I feel like cake liner is not something you can really put on your waterline. I've tried in the past and it burnt my eyes really bad. I think it was Suva Beauty I tried to do that with. So I'm curious. I'm curious about these. And I think that they would be really great for someone who does like using liner and who likes using a ton of different colors, whether it be the neon or the pastel. But hey, maybe I can give you a review from the viewpoint of someone who is not good at eyeliner, how easy they are. So next we have a little sneak peek here, and this is from Terra Cosmetics, and it looked, I'm not sure if this is going to be a palette. I tried to get a picture and screenshot well, but you can basically just see the outside packaging, and it says El Barrio, and that means the neighborhood, and it looks like some graffiti. The packaging looks really cool. So I'm curious if this is going to be a palette with colors. That would be what I would hope for because I love palettes with colors, or if it's going to be an empty magnetic palette. I'm not really sure. I also was a little bit just curious about it as well because Terra Cosmetics, I know that they are Latina owned, so from that point of view this kind of theme makes sense, but everything else they've ever done has been space themed, so I think it is definitely a little bit different for them, and I'm just curious to see what it ends up being. Okay, so next we have a new release from Glaminatrix Cosmetics, and these are two such beautiful shadows. It is Periwinkle, which is the matte, and then the shimmer is the shade Peri-twinkle. Tell me that's not the cutest thing you've ever heard. The kids are being so loud today, but I did go on the Glaminatrix website and I added these in my cart. I thought about it for a little bit, but then I'm like, if I'm gonna buy something all the way from Australia, I should make the order worth it. And if I make the order worth it, then I'm gonna spend more money, and I don't really want to spend more money right now. So I decided to wait on these, even though they are so tempting, and I love these colors so much. So the next release we have to talk about is from Gerard Cosmetics, and this is their Clean Canvas Eye Concealer and Base, and it is a shade extension. They originally only came out with one shade, and it was the shade Medium, and I did receive that in PR. I tried it once. It was so dark for my skin. I could not use that as an eyeshadow primer. I was definitely disappointed because I was looking forward to testing the formula out because I've heard good things about it. And from what I understand, they released only one shade so that they could get a bunch of feedback before they did shade extensions. So I think some of the feedback that they took in was that it was way too liquidy. So I know that they slightly changed the formula so that it is not as liquidy now, and it won't even fall out of the jar if you turn the eye primer over, but it's supposed to be the same as far as performance goes. And then they also have 3 more shades that they did not have previously. So there is the white shade, the fair shade, the medium shade, and the cocoa shade. I was again very excited about this because I've just heard so many good things about this eye primer. So I did go ahead and grab the white and the fair shade, but I didn't pay for it because Gerard Cosmetics does PR credits into an account. So like you can choose what to spend the PR credits on, which I think is really nice so that you're not being wasteful or getting a bunch of products in PR that you wouldn't actually use. I have a ton of credit because I basically never use it. So I decided to go ahead and grab those 2 shades to try out. I did see some criticism that this is not a good shade range, and personally I feel like it's an eyeshadow primer. I think that this is a good shade range for eyeshadow primers. A lot of brands only come out with 1 shade. So for me, I don't see an issue here, but I'd always love feedback. And then next we have another release, and this is from Moira Cosmetics, and they released bronzer duos. They're available now, and they are really cute. They're only $7 each, but I was definitely disappointed looking at these 2 bronzers because there's literally no range here. I feel like they're both very mid-tone, except one's a little bit more orangey and one looks a little bit more mauvey. Like there's nothing lighter, there's nothing deeper. It's just these 2 shades. I feel like what's the point? Like if you can come out with 12 eyeshadow palettes at one time, why can you only come out with 2 bronzers? I just feel like that there's no point to that at all. So definitely not picking that up. And then next we have a new brand, which could be independently owned. I'm not really sure yet. And this is the Lauren Conrad brand. Lauren Conrad from the Hills. It looks so basic. Like if you're into super minimalist packaging and you like Lauren Conrad, then maybe this is for you. But for me, this does not intrigue me at all. And then we have a new release from the Lip Bar, and this is a new lip gloss shade called Girl Boss. It is available now, and it looks so pretty. The Lip Bar is a brand that I want to try. They've been added to my wish list, and this gloss looks like the perfect moment. I actually did go ahead and go on their website and add it into the cart, and then I was like, I really don't want to pay shipping. And then I remembered that they are sold in Target, so I looked on the Target website, and it says that there are 4 of the Girl Boss shade in a Target that is near me, but also I don't really want to go to Target just for a lip gloss. I haven't picked it up yet, but I probably will at some point whenever I go to Target again. I will definitely check out their display for the Lip Bar and maybe grab this shade, maybe something else, I'm not sure, but I really like this shade. It just looks like it's a pretty like sheer light pink, definitely my kind of gloss for sure. And then also something that I did purchase. This is the Sigma Beauty Untamed eyeshadow palette, and I just thought it looked so pretty. It looks like a very interesting color story, and it's a little bit more cool toned overall, but it has like this really pretty green and yellow, and I don't know, just something about this drew me in. And also, I really like the formula of the Corta Rosa palette. I think it's so good. Such an amazing palette, so that definitely aided me in wanting to buy this. And then on top of that, I found a coupon code for 35% off. I think it was HONEY35, but I also saw that they had one for 40% off that you know, after I'd already purchased it. I think it was Secret Sale or something like that. So I will leave the coupons down below if they are still working in case you are interested in this palette. I couldn't help myself. I got it for like 30 something dollars and change. So yeah, and I think it might be delivered tomorrow, so I will try and get a video up on that ASAP. And then just quickly, I have 3 different mainstream releases to mention for the very end, and 2 of them are actually from Fenty. This first one is some new Snap Shadow palettes I wanted to mention because I did get quite a few tags in these, and there is a new green one and then a new mauve berry one. I'm 100% sure you guys were tagging me because of the green one. I love green eyeshadows, and I think that this is cute. Honestly, I look at the color story and it doesn't even really appeal to me. It's just, I feel like it's almost all very true greens. There's a pop of gold, a pop of brown. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking at it and it's like, I'm even a little surprised that I don't want it, but I don't want it. So that's going to be a pass for me. But something that I do want is their new, what are these? I think these are like called gloss bombs. And these look so cute. There's like a nudie, a pinky, and a brownie shade. I am here for the nude shade 100%. And I love Fenty's lip glosses so much that I am curious to try this. I also want to try their Slip Shine lipsticks or something like that. Really curious about those as well, but a lip balm, I'm all about it. However, I saw Elise.jpg post about these, and she was talking people out of new releases, and she's like, yes, they're pretty, but all lip balms look the same. And I'm like, if I'm being honest with myself, I have so many lip balms that give me a glossy lip that have a little bit of tint to them. I have an entire one of these drawers back here full of lip balm type products. So do I actually need this? No, I don't. So I'm not going to buy it right now, even though I'm really, like, if it showed up in front of me out of nowhere, I would be very excited. But I'm not going to buy it. And then the last thing that I have to mention is super, super tempting, even though this is a lip balm that is tinted as well. This is even more tempting. This is from, I wanted to say Sol de Janeiro, but I actually just looked it up, and it is, I believe, Portuguese, and it's Sol de Jeneiro, Sal, not Sol Sal is how it was pronounced. I just watched a YouTube video, but anyways, I love their lip butter so much. I used an entire one up. I got a second one. They were both PR, but I still used so much of it. And the second one, I misplaced. I feel like it's somewhere, like I will find it eventually, but I don't know where it is at the moment. But I felt like it was one of the lip balms that actually really, really does do something for my lips. I feel like there's a dramatic difference when I use it. So they are coming out with tinted lip butters in like little lipstick form, and the pinky mauve shade is very, very tempting just because I know I love the formula of the original one so much. Again, it's not something that I need. I mean, technically everything that I talk about is not something that I need. It's all a luxury to buy makeup, but it is on my wish list, definitely. Maybe if I could find it on sale or something, I would purchase it because I feel like I'm going to really, really like that. And that is everything. Let me scoot back to the middle. That is everything for today's video. All of the releases that we have to talk about. I would love to know how you're feeling, if there's anything that you're picking up or not picking up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.